with the early turnover and going to the free throw line.
You know, that's a good foul right there. What he did, he got there and he got his arms down before he could get up and get the easy two. So right now it's a good foul, so we'll see if it's a great foul when it comes down to these free throws.
Allatoona under head coach Marcus Hood, the two-time state runner-ups. Man, tough L's. They lost to Miller Grove, and they lost to Brunswick in their championship game appearances here in the last 3-4 years. First free throw good by Ogboy to crack the seal on this one. And ironically, they scheduled Miller Grove this year.
Should be a good one.
2-0. The boys in red, and another turnover. Ogboy with his second steal, gonna drive, layup, blew it. Rebound is gonna come down to Cam Rowan. Rowan now gets it up, and another turnover. 3 straight turnovers. That one ripped by Dixon. Dixon goes up off the window, offensive foul. Devin Dixon.
You got to give that one up. He had a trailer to his right, falling behind him, and he was wide open. Got to give it up.
Once again, North Gwinnett's going to have to do a better job of faking a pass to make a pass because Allatoona is definitely playing in the passing lanes and a little 2-2-1 three-quarter court defense here.
Right there, and the end of the passing lanes again. And this is ironic because North Gwinnett, they like to play up and down. Man, Allatoona getting a hand on everything. That's 3-4 deflections already, and North Gwinnett's only had 2 possessions.
It looks like it's 7 Allatoona players out there, and last time I checked, there's only 5.
Coach, does that really work when you're playing a pressing team and you practice against 6?
Very much so.
Okay.
We used to practice against 7 when I was at Florida.
Okay.
You know, speaking of getting your hands on the ball, Coach, you said something. How many deflections do you want a game?
About 35.
They're well on their way.
Yes, they are.
Maybe the first half.
That's right. Chester has it. Chester now to Dixon. Dixon going to feed it inside. Ogboy on the other side and scores. Chima Ogboy. And a quick timeout. Matt Garner has seen enough. 4-0. It's time for our Atlanta Tip-Off Club mic'd up segment right here.
Threes, if he drives, Jeremiah's rotating down there, we'll close him in. Okay. What questions do you have? On this rounds right here. Guard's got this first one, the other guard's got the next one on the weak side right there, but you can play it from split. Okay? Situation underneath out of bounds a minute ago. If the corner guy leaves that for the wing, Shima was right, and you take the next highest guy, but you have to go out with him just outside the lane line. You cut the angle up fast, somebody's going to die. We got Jam the Cutter. Questions? Let's go.
Let's go. Hard work on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hard work, let's go. Let's go, baby. Hey, we get a timeout. You guys all have to bring water out there, buddy. We just be a great.
Be a good teammate. Bring water. Did you bring water, Sly?
No, I'm the superstar. They bring water to me.
Oh, my goodness. Sheriff drives baseline, and he stepped out of bounds, a turnover.
Just so you know, I was Adam Sandler, the water boy, my freshman year in college.
Okay, yeah.
But I ended up all conference.
That's fine.
No, I'm just playing with you, Joe.
Nah, I'm with it. I got no problem taking water and towel. Because, see, Sly he like the star player to drive the bus, but now he don't want to bring no water.
When you the star player, the leader, you do it all. You drive the bus to the game to let them know you're really doing everything. But bring the water, no.
Rowland has it. Taken away again. Allatoona forcing turnover after turnover.
Great pass.
Ahead and a dunk. Sit down, boy. Jeremiah Santabria. Introduce yourself. 6-0. Another turnover. Dixon layup good. Man, the pressure is absolutely smothering.
One of the things that you've known about Allatoona over the past 3 to 4 years is not only do they have a variety of different junk defenses, their hands are everywhere. Oh, yeah. So you've got to be good with your passes. You got to come to meet the ball. You got to be strong with the ball.
You talked a lot about meeting the pass, and right now Allatoona, the defensive pressure, if you don't meet the pass, there will be no pass to meet. 5:20 to go, 8-0 out of the gate. And I think North Gwinnett has 8 turnovers. Cam Rowland went baseline, got it blocked and out of bounds.
How many? It's 9 people on the team. They got 4 people on the bench. Is Allatoona still playing football?
Yes, they are.
Okay, there you go. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I was about to say, they come out here with all this pressure and only 9 people. These guys are in great shape.
Sheriff goes baseline, kicks it out. Remember, this is their first game. Rowan a long 3, no good. Rebound is ripped down there by Enyeye. Enyeye gets it up now across the way. And here's Chris Lanier into the contest. So substitutions coming now. Going baseline, kick it to the left. Stop Dixon, a long 3, splash. Devin Dixon, left corner three.
When you get that much time to set up and shoot, pretty much anybody can hit that three.
In the corner, stop, kick it back. He walked, no call. Johnston gonna drive. Johnson put up, get that shot out of here. A send away by Nyeye. And now here's Cooper. Cooper now to Rowland. Rowland gonna set it up. He's picked up by Dixon. Dixon licking his chops, wanting to get him a rip. Goes around the screen. Here's Johnson. Stops, fires a three. Off to the left, no good. Long arms of the law. And Nyeye pulls it down. And Nyeye now playing well. There's a jump right there. Zaire Cooper off the bench.
One of the lost starts is that mid-range game. It's great to see Cooper take that one dribble right into the shot, knocking it down.
Allatoona, another deflection out of bounds. 13-0, Allatoona leads with 4:01. Now, Sly, it's funny that you mentioned that about the only having 9 players. That was mass substitution right there, -1 in Dixon. And now here comes the shuffling in and out. They've got 5 over there. There's 10 dressed out.
Okay, it's 10 dressed out. There we go.
That's that. Oh,
somebody was hiding behind it.
That's that low country math, ain't it? That Midlands math, ain't it? There's the jumper, no good. Cam Rowan missed it badly, and Nyeye pulls down the rebound, and he spins it up ahead. Now here comes Lanier. Lanier going to push it into the forecourt quickly, going to drive, flip it up with the left hand, and did not score. It's out of bounds. It will stay with Allatoona with 3:42 to go. Matt Garner calls a timeout, Coach. What can he say in this timeout?
Man, every once in a while, and I've been there, Coach Garner, it's one of those where you just got to you got to tell your team to calm down. More importantly, you got to tell them that they got to be great in making the pass. But on the flip side of it, if they can make that extra pass and get their guys ready to knock down shots, they'll have a chance to get the shot off.
When you're buying or selling a home, Virtual Properties Realty offers a state-of-the-art Atlanta area home search engine that updates daily. Visit joshmendoza.virtualpropertiesrealty.net to browse our real estate listing or to receive a comparable market analyst for your home, free of charge. joshmendoza.virtualpropertiesrealty.net. Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston, Sylvester Williams here with you. In the final game of the 9th annual Jared Cook Classic, and the host right now, they're getting hosed, 13-0. Allatoona with the lead, and will be inbounding at baseline. Looking, bounces in, and McCormick gets the steal. I like the way McCormick played yesterday. Long lead pass up ahead. Jordan Young into the contest now for the Bulldogs after the timeout. McCormick puts it on the floor, goes behind the back. Cam Rowan, there's the nice pick roll action. McCormick scores.
Good activity right there by North Gwinnett.
Yeah, I love the way McCormick rolled to the basket after he set that pick.
Yeah, shot no good. Rebound offensively. Saved, but out of bounds off of Allatoona. The North Gwinnett student section, that's not the way you like to see the student section. Sitting down.
It's a good thing they didn't have to stand until North Gwinnett scored.
One interesting thing right there, Coach Hood, he always tolerates and talks about good offense, good defense. Took Nyeye out of there with that fadeaway jump shot from the top.
A three out of the corner, no good. Rebound, Cooper. Cooper's three was no good. Rebound to Young. Young now gets it up to Rowan. I think McCormick, Young, and Rowan are going to have to get it going for North Gwinnett and get it going quickly. They jumped out to a 13-0 lead. Young goes around the McCormick screen, picked up the dribble. Looks like that zone is giving them some trouble, Coach. And they're a shooting team, but it's a contested, aggressive zone. Rowan badly missed. Rebound to Sheriff, bounce past the Rowan. Rowan layup, got it to go.
Once again, Allatoona's doing a great job of rotating defensively, but one of the things that we always like to talk about as coaches, you always got to have your hands up in the zone. Always got to be ready to contest a shot.
There's a drive, flip it up with the left hand, no good. Johnston grabs the rebound, 2:15 to go. Here come the Bulldogs in white. They're trailing by 9. Young, corner, 3 ball. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound is going to come down to Ogboy. Ogboy spins it up ahead. Now here's Chester. Chester going to drive, took the contact, no foul call. Shot, no good. Johnston got the rebound, had his head up, but didn't give it up to Rowan. Now going to go all the way and got it taken away. Should have passed the ball. Ogboy goes behind the back. Ogboy's already got 4 steals. Bounce pass to Chester. Chester got fouled by McCormick as he went up. Johnston, Coach, I know you say he's got to get the ball up.
He has to, especially when he had a 3-on-1 situation right there. That was a great job by our boy, but once again, being aggressive defensively to get the steal and then going down and making the simple pass.
And you talked about it in the time that Coach Hood has been at Allatoona, which has been forever. They have always been known for their defense, but here, this is their first quarter of the season. This is tenacious right now, what I'm seeing.
Once again, I've always said, when you are a really good defensive team, defense can lead to easy buckets offensively. Allatoona's being a great example of that right now.
But, I mean, they are just really causing havoc. They have now an 11-point lead, 15-4. And North Gwinnett has had to work extremely hard for those 4 points. Campbell was fouled.
Once again, one of the things North Gwinnett needs to look to continue to do versus that 2-2-1 is almost have a 1-2-2 look. Anytime there's an even number defensively set, you need to have odd offense up top.
Odd, even, odd. Rowan goes in, and there's nothing odd about that. Campbell recovers it back to Young. Young gonna drive, float it up off the window, good. Even that felt like it had to be a work in progress.
That was a tough shot right there.
15-6, gives it down low, puts it up, no. That's a wedgie. A wedgie, Terrell Ard gets a wedgie.
Well, one of the things, if you're looking at Allatoona right now, whether it's a make or a miss, they are getting the ball out quickly and pushing that ball up. They are forcing the tempo on both ends. I'm not sure that North Gwinnett's going to be able to handle it for the entire evening.
Which is interesting because North Gwinnett has made it a focus point this year to play fast and play up and down the floor. But it's different when you are dictating the pace.
Exactly.
Martin to Rowan. He's going to pull a deep, long three. Good. Cam Rowan a three ball, trying to get him going now. It is 15-9 in the final minute, 54 seconds and counting. Chester going to drive, layup off, rebound. Ogboy blocked from behind by Young. They rip him up and foul him. So Young now bringing some energy off of the bench for Coach Matt Gardner's squad.
Chuma Ogboy's playing really hard on both ends of the floor this first quarter. Got rewarded right there for staying with the play and getting to the line to shoot two.
Ogboy 2 of 2 from the line. He has 4 points on the day. Free throw is good. Remains perfect. Allatoona as a team perfect. 5 of 5. Zaire Cooper goes out. Dixon comes back in, number 3. Also already out there with Jeremiah Sanenbrio. Free throw good by Ogboy. Made them both push it out to 8, 17-9. Cam Rowan with the booming right dribble over now to J.R. Reed. Reed gets the screen from Campbell. Campbell now gives it over to Reed. Now back to Johnston. Johnston picked up by Dixon. Dixon is in it. Dixon is really in him. He's giving him fits. Gives it to Campbell. Half a minute to go. Campbell now spins it to Young. Young goes baseline. Blew right by him, but a bad pass out to the top. Rowan steps in. Elbow jumper. Good. He rattled it right on down.
That was good offense right there by North Gwinnett. That dribble penetration, being able to kick it out. Nice shot fake, one dribble pull up for that mid-range, Jay. A long start.
Yeah, and I think that was so perfect. Instead of taking that three-pointer, ill-advised three, he did a pump fake, dribble, and had a better shot, the higher percentage shot.
Poor pass and a turnover with 2.1. Sly, your thoughts on this Allatoona pressure defense?
Man, they started pressing as soon as they got off the bus. They walked in the gym.
Rolling a long three, no good. We at the end of the first quarter, so North Gwinnett does get something going. They only trail by 6, 17-11. Mic'd up now, brought to you by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club.
They're hitting this one because we're running that one.
It's off a ball screen up here, so there's the 5th guy.
Yeah.
You got that? Hey, here, listen.
We sat hard on this baseline drive. Our wings are getting down and taking this away, but our guards are getting down in here and almost shooting this way when a guy's driving like this. When he's driving at this angle, who's the next guy? Here. We're likely to throw the ball here, and we're not ready for it twice. They went to throw it here, we took it away, and we didn't have anybody right here taking that away. They're going to start throwing us the ball.
Guards got to go there. Guards got to go there.
They're going to throw you the ball. Have your head on swivel, no, be ready for it.
Look, they're not going anywhere tonight. Don't think you're going to run them out of the gym because you're up 10-0 or whatever it is. They're not going anywhere. We got to be a little bit more patient on the offensive end. Okay, side slice, top slice, rub cut, zero cut. Look for all those. Be real patient on the offensive end. They'll give you layups if you'll just be patient down there. Get the ball on the third side. Question. You got to talk more on defense down here. Let's go. Defense.
8 minutes are on the clock as we begin the second quarter. The Atlanta Hawks, Georgia Tech, UGA, Clemson. These are just some of the basketball teams that call a CBA sports court their home floor. Contact SUV TV's official sports construction specialist, CBA Sports, to discuss your indoor or outdoor sport court needs. Go to cbasports.com. Lewis Preston, Sylvester Williams, I'm Joel Hillsman. Coach on Coach Hood during the quarter timeout.
Well, I thought he did a great job of talking about, first of all, North Gwinnett's not going anywhere. So you've got to continue to play your style. You got to continue to play hard on both ends and keep the game simple and plain like vanilla ice cream.
Slide, your thoughts?
You know, one thing I noticed, and I hate to kind of break off where we're at, but Devon Dixon, he is number 3, he is one of the most ferocious on-ball defenders I've seen in a while. This kid has been on that side of the zone. Whoever has the ball on that side of the zone, Dixon has been in their grill the whole game so far.
All I got to say, he's gonna need some rest tonight, all the way up to Thanksgiving. The way he been in him.
Man, it's ridiculous having his chops. He's been licking his chops too.
Once again, if you don't play hard for Coach Hood, you will be on the bench, both ends of the floor.
Pump fake, Campbell stepped in, turnover. Ogboy, that's his 5th steal by my count. Dumps it off to Chester. Chester goes up off the window and scores again. Offense to defense, and it was Ogboy making it happen.
Telling you, our boys really set the tempo. Dixon setting the tempo up top. Our boys like that free safety, to use a football reference, getting his hands on steals and making great decisions.
I'm just going to call it sheer theft. It's thievery. All the way, stop. There's a long 3 rolling. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Chester. Jordan Young bothered him. Ooh, his head hit the floor. Hope he's okay. Now they give it up, and Nyehe has to cover it and now peels it back out. Here's Chester. They look to give him the screen. North Gwinnett looks tired, too. Now, Ogboy, drive, no good. Not Ogboy, excuse me, Nyehe. Nyehe out of them long arms. You know them long arms of number 11. Akinbola just comes to mind.
If he had one more step, I thought he would have brought that down with 2 hands.
Yeah, we might have had to let the side go down.
I'm telling you.
Once again, that was a great offensive set right there by Allatoona, because by throwing it over the top and clearing it out to the corner right there, gave him a straight line drive to the basket. He didn't have any choice but to foul right there.
Doubled them up 22-11. A minute and a half gone by here in this second quarter. 6:29 to be exact. Second free throw coming up.
You know, Joe, that just kind of made me think, what happens in high school when they break a rim? Do you pause the game at that moment and come back in the later day?
It's up to the teams and the coaches. Some gyms have the portable baskets, some don't. If the rim break here, I think it's good night. Non-region game, score remains unless they agree or something. It can be suspended and picked up if chosen. So.
Or just move them over to the auxiliary gym.
Yeah, you can go over there too. Dixon stops a long 3. Good. Devin Dixon, not only is he in on the defense, he stroked in his second 3 ball. And that's a good point there too. Slide that you make, as many schools now that have 2 gyms, move next door. There's a bucket from North Gwinnett.
Very interesting now watching this game's really kind of settled in on both ends, because very easily, although it's a 13-point game right now, it could have very easily, North Gwinnett could have been run out of the gym. They've done a much better job here late in the first quarter, early in the second.
It was 13-0 before they even sniffed Chris Lanier with the foul. Allatoona went 21-9 last season, and as I mentioned, this is their season opener, but they did scrimmage Cartersville, Class 4A Cartersville. North Gwinnett 7A, Allatoona, the Buccaneers 6A, and there's a very thin line between 7 and 6A. And Allatoona has grown very, very quickly since opening in 2009.
One of the fastest growing schools in the state overall.
Beautiful area up that way, too. Pretty good baseball team up there. They've been pretty good in
all
everything.
sports.
Yeah. Lacrosse has been well.
Football's been really good.
I had the pleasure of covering their baseball team this year with Kyle Jacobson, and man, was he something special.
Yeah, we got to actually see the lacrosse team a couple of times on Lacrosse 5 TV.
That's exactly right, yep. There's a drive by Jordan Young out to Sheriff. Sheriff puts it on the floor, floats it up high. It's off to the left. It was bothered before it left his hand. Ogboy, he had it taken away by Ryan Cooper. Cooper picks it up, spins it up to Sheriff. Sheriff's now going to drive, kick it across. Long pass, pump fake by Johnston. Johnston now fading away, shot no good. He made that more difficult than he had to have made it.
I really do like the hustle by both teams here right now. North Gwinnett's not getting the benefit of getting baskets, but they keep getting their hands on the ball. Another coaching point, anytime that you're driving baseline and you don't cut that baseline off, you got to pass in one of three areas, in the corner, on the wing, or up top. That pass from the paint up top usually leads right to an easy three-point shot. North Gwinnett's done a good job of that in the second quarter.
26-13, 4:52 to go. Terrell Ard checks back in for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are in red. There's a steal by Lanier on the pass. Lanier got Dixon with him. He's going to go and lay it up himself and score. His first field goal, Chris Lanier.
I guess neither one of them were high flyers, so we could have saw a little bit of showtime. They wanted to take the easy two.
Well, Dixon tried to guard the ball as soon as it came out of the net. The players from North Gwinnett wasn't even there.
Sheriff's no good. It's interesting that you say that. Sly, you and I saw in the Duluth game the missed dunk.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just had a conversation up with Coach Cabrillo Huff, and he said, we were doing okay until the missed dunk. Just lay the ball up. So, see, there you go. Because, see, had he dunked it and missed it, then you'd have told him to lay it up. I got to mess with him, Coach. I got to mess with Sly.
Once again, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care about dunks. I care about 2 points. I don't get any extra points for degree of difficulty.
And so you can tell the difference between a fan and a coach.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I like 2 points.
I like it, too. It's 2.
I'm a fan.
28-13, 4:05 to go. Johnston at the line.
Coach Sly probably got his house full of posterizing dunks.
Of himself, yeah. He's been on a lot of posters.
There we go.
He's been on a lot of posters.
I have risen up, as the Falcons like to say, rise up.
Well, you talking about some flopping Falcons then. He split some Tyler Johnson does. And a steal. Sheriff's is going to come away with it. I coach over there biting his tongue. He's like, what did I get into with this guy? McCormick into the corner. Feed the post to Johnson. He didn't know what to do with it. Out the row and a topside three, kaboom. Inside out, though.
I tell you, North Gwinnett's doing a great job of making the extra pass, finding the open guy now, settling in a little bit more, although they're down 11 right now.
Here's Cooper. Cooper's back in. Stolen away. Here comes Sheriff's. Sheriff's on the break. Sheriff's layup. Good. I just took my eyes up. I wanted to see if Coach Hood was going to call a timeout, and I see that that's exactly what he did. Timeout. The lead now is down to 9, 28-19.
Once again, Coach Hood said between the first and second quarter, they weren't going to take and lead the gym. Once again, they've gotten a little sloppy offensively, tried to force it in right there, fake a pass and make a pass with an extra wing to throw it over the top. North Gwinnett's done a great job of settling down and playing their style of basketball here in the second quarter.
3:24 to go, 28-19. It started out 13-0, so in essence, yeah, it's been pretty good since then. 19-15, they've outscored them since they were behind by that many. Stat Row showcases youth sports highlights and gives a portion of its revenue back to the team. Visit StatRow.com today to learn how your team can partner with Stat Row. Stat Row, your source for youth sports highlights. 3:22 to go. And McCormick comes in and gets the steal. So North Gwinnett all of a sudden finding life. Cooper over to Johnston. Johnson puts it down between the legs. He spins it over to Rowan. Rowan pulls a three. No. Rebound ripped off high by Sanabria. Sanabria gives it over down to Lanier. Lanier gives it up ahead to Ard. Ard gonna drive McCormick in there. He took too many steps. A traveling violation.
It's something about McCormick. Every time he comes into the game, he gets his hand on the ball like right away. It's almost like a magnet.
Yes, I am thoroughly impressed by him and the way he plays. Not only hard, but effective, like you said.
Allatoona's kind of showing a little 1-2-2 matchup.
Both teams now with 5 fouls. Sheriffs will come out. Jordan Young will come back in with 2:45 to go, 28-19. And there's the inbound, and it goes to Dixon.
Oh, nice.
Cut down the middle, dunked it home. He fed him coming down the middle.
All started off of that read up top as they dribbled to him automatically. Old beeline action right there, cutting back door, led to the pass to the dunk.
Toby and Yeye with that booming jam. Jordan Young feeds it across. They whip it around, back out now to the wing to Johnston. Johnston now going to try to work on Dixon. That's not too nice. Gets the screen, can't use it. Young is open in the corner, a long three. Rolled off, no. Rebound tip. It's still a fight for it. Young saves it, and he's going to save it right to Oakboy. Oakboy now going to tape it. Oakboy comes up, looks with the left hand dribble, now fins off, now sees the lane, jumps a pass to Chester. Chester pump fake, puts it on the floor. Now skips it back to Dixon. Dixon in the corner. There's Ard, a long three. No. Rebound out of the guard spot, come down to Chandler Johnston.
It was the right pass, just the wrong shot. Not good shot.
95 seconds to go, 11-point game, 30-19. Allatoona in red has the lead. North Gwinnett trailing, and they are in possession with the white and may lose the possession. Johnson had to chase it back toward the timeline. 85 seconds.
Once again, Allatoona is extending North Gwinnett probably out of their comfort zone to where they usually start their offense.
Passing lane shot, and a foul call.
Is that like his 6th or 7th steal of the first half?
That's his 6th by my count. I mean, he just kept swiping them and swiping them.
And that's not that low country mathematics right there either.
No, it is definitely not. That's that Northeast Good National School of Excellence.
And you know how you can tell he's really playing a really tough game, a really hard game. If you look at his jersey,
yes,
his jersey is a shade darker than everybody else's jersey.
Just in the half, too.
And that's just sweat.
You better have a backup just in case for the second half.
I would hope so.
His jersey is dripping in sweat.
Dixon again now gives it over. Sanabria. Sanabria now tops to Chester. Chester now to Yeye. And Yeye gives it to Dixon. Dixon holding with 54 seconds, less than that now. Sanabria now over to Dixon. Dixon back to Sanabria. They're working this left side. There's a three. It's off, no good. Young gets the rebound. Long lead pass to Martin. Martin had to corral it. No. Pass was just a little too far from Jordan Young for J.T. Martin to catch up with it. J.R. Martin.
Once again, right there, you know, put a little hot dog on it with a little underhand scoop pass. Just give me the fundamental, Fred, two-handed pass.
Shot up, no good. Rebound is going to come offensively. Here comes Chester right back. Sanabria goes up off the window and scores. Jeremiah Sanabria, his second field goal.
It's a great extra pass right there, which led right there from Chester to Sanabria for that layup. Could have been an offensive foul right there.
Yes, it was, very much so. Campbell spins it into the corner to Cooper, gives it back to Martin. Martin with under 10 seconds, now back into that corner to Cooper. Cooper to Rowan. Rowan, a deep, long three. Front iron, no. Rebound by Ogboy with two. With one, he's going to hurl up a long shot. No good. So the damage has been curtailed just a little bit. That lead of 13 is still there, though. They jumped out to a 13-0 lead, and it's a 13-point advantage at the break. Allatoona leading North Gwinnett 32 to 19.
everybody, I'm Sam Crenshaw reminding you about the inaugural Hawks Nation Holiday Tip-Off Classic. It comes your way December 21st through 23rd at Norcross High School. Here's what the coaches have to say.
When you put those two names in front of something that it's going to be run first class, the level of competition is going to be very good. Crowds are going to be real good over here. So it's just really exciting for us to be in it and be able to play that first night in it right here. And so, and for me, an opportunity to come back and coach in this facility again is really special.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Joe Hillsman and Lewis Preston back here with you courtside at North Gwinnett High School. We get ready for the second half between Allatoona and North Gwinnett. 32-19, Allatoona with the lead, and Coach, quickly, halftime adjustments from both teams.
Well, I think that Coach Hoods definitely went in and challenged his team in regards to getting back to more deflections. And funny that I say more deflections than steals, because I thought defensively they took a little, they laxed a little bit in the second quarter. Once again, North Gwinnett, I thought they did a great job of withstanding that barrage and getting back to playing their style of basketball.
Allatoona opens with the possession. They're in the red, and Ogboy goes and floats it home good.
I'm telling you, I'm really liking Chuma Ogboy. Looks a leader for them on both ends of the floor.
Ogboy now in double figures. He has 10. He had 8 in the first half to go along with Devin Dixon's 8. As they were the high men for Allatoona.
Another steal by Ogboy.
That's number 7. Ogboy going to drive and lost it out of bounds. Johnston in defensively there. Cam Rowan led North Gwinnett with 12 in the first half, and that was a game-high 12. 15-point lead. Second half just underway here in the third quarter from the final game in the 2017 Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic here at North Gwinnett. 3 days and 21 games, 13 games, the most games the Cook Classic has had, and 21 teams, the most teams the Cook Classic has had. But this year, for the first time, no out-of-state teams.
I think it's been a great tournament. Once again, a great opportunity to showcase the different and very talented teams here in the state of Georgia.
McCormick with a serious block, and then a foul now. Sanabria, who went down the lane, he was fouled. I think that's on McCormick.
Foul on McCormick, his second team.
One of the things we haven't really discussed is truly how unselfish both of these teams are in regards to the way that they move the basketball and look to try to find an open man for an easy bucket.
First one is good. I would say that too because North Gwinnett, coach, coming in the game, their first game, this is their third game in the season. Their first game, they hit 12 threes. The second game, they did not shoot the three ball as well. I think they wound up hitting 8 threes in their last game. But that's 20 threes in 2 games. That came a lot from spacing. But here, defensively, they haven't been able to do it because of Alatoona's defense.
Yeah, Alatoona definitely imposed their will on North Gwinnett defensively. And you know what? I give the Bulldogs credit of keeping their resolve and keeping this game relatively respectable.
36-19, 17-point lead. There's McCormick floating. It's front iron, no good. Rebound, he's in there battling for it. It's at the baseline, and Ogboy is going to come away with it. Ogboy now with the left hand dribble into the forecourt, going to go all the way with the left hand layup. Good. Yeah, just did not stop the ball in defensive transition.
Chuma Ogboy, once again, he's always around the basketball like a magnet. It's really nice to see him go full court there with the left hand and finish with the left. 19. Something you don't see a lot in high school.
Exactly, yeah. 38-19, 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. Allatoona has led throughout. They jumped out to a 13-0 lead and maintained that at halftime. Chester now, worked on by Sheriffs in the backcourt. North Gwinnett trying to apply the pressure now. And Chester lost his footing. He recovers it, gives it over to Anayeye. Yeye stepped in, stopped up, and no, he was fouled, and that's going to be on McCormick. That's a big foul on McCormick. That's his third, Coach.
You know what's very interesting right there? I got to give the young man Sherritt's credit right there for the way he turned Chester and got him down on the floor. Wasn't able to come up with the ball. Once again, Allatoona made the extra pass, and now they're at the line shooting 2.
And Yeye is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. It is good.
Always good to see a big man knocking down free throws.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That's a big third foul, though. McCormick goes out just after 2 minutes into the quarter. Big man is 4 of 4 from the line, Coach.
That's a very nice stroke. You saw that even when he shot that fadeaway jump shot up at the top and got taken out of the game.
Johnston, a corner 3. Good. Chandler Johnston, his first field goal, and he finally finds the range from beyond the arc, coming in averaging 15.5 points per game. That's his 9th made three-pointer on the young season. 5.5 to go. Johnston going to rip in there, try to get a steal out of bounds. Going to need some help, and it will go to Allatoona. No, excuse me, North Gwinnett.
Actually, that was great rotation. Not only did Johnson make the 3 right there, he had great rotation there in the paint to get his hand on the ball, which led to getting them the ball back.
Cooper at the top, spins it to the right side, extra pass in the corner to Johnson. Good close out by Sanabria. Sanabria really closed out on him, so Johnson brings it back and will work it with 5:14. Screen from Campbell.
Once again, when you have that length and size, you got to take advantage of it.
There's a floater by Campbell, no good. Skying for the board is Anayeye. Up ahead now, and here's Dixon. Dixon back out to the top to Sanabria. Bria now over to Ogboy. Johnson left his feet, goes baseline, Euro step. Great pass off to Sanabria.
Once again, when that ball gets into the paint, you are in full help and recover. Great pass right there from Ogboy to Sanabria for the layup.
And there's a steal right there. Ogboy brings it back out, dribbling with the right hand. Coach, he plays hard.
I thought he was going to change his jersey, but he kept the same one on.
He surely did. He has 8, 10, 12 points, but his effect on the game is much more than that. Cooper shot no good in a foul, and it will be on Chester.
That's a good call right there by the ref. Something that's been very rare for me to say over the course of the past couple of days, although I thought my man on the baseline should have made that. But, once again, the foul was called.
Lead official. Lead, center, and trail. A lot of people don't know that, Coach, that the referees are positioned.
I just know 3 blind mice.
Of course you would.
I had 20 years in this game as a college coach, so,
I know.
We only like them in the off season when we were recruiting and saw them running their referee camps.
That's right. That way they couldn't tee you up.
Better yet, I tell them, I said, at least this way you were officially stealing money.
There's a jumper. It's off the mark. No good by Cooper. Now, Campbell's going to come away with it. Campbell's been very quiet in the contest. He's scoreless. Over to Rolling on the cross. Foul line, got it knocked away from behind. Man, just active hands, deflections, and Allatoona defense just suffocating.
But once again, that is a staple of a Marcus Hood team, whether he's been at Hiram, even here in Allatoona, wherever he's been on both sides. It's what he's been known for.
Young crosses the timeline, now gives it over to Johnston. Johnston, a little tricky dribble on Dixon. The Rowan, a corner three, good. Cam Rowan, his third three of the contest.
Once again, North Gwinnett's playing really hard. It's just Allatoona's they imposed their will early and been able to keep that lead between 13 and 19 points pretty much the entire game.
Here's Dixon. Dixon now in the corner to Cooper. Cooper goes around the screen from Sanabria. Now back over to Dixon. Dixon being worked on by Ryan Cooper. Feeds the post inside to Sanabria and a foul over the back for Jordan Young. Coach, I talked about Ogboy. We've talked about his steals. We've got him for 7 officially. He's got 12.7 steals. Who is he kind of putting you in the mind of so far through 3 quarters?
You know what? Believe it or not, when I just kind of watch him play, he's kind of a high school version of an Andre Iguodala. You know, just kind of gets his hands around, and he's always on that best guy, got his hands on everything. And the next thing you know, he's a stat sheet stuffer overall.
He is really stuffing it. Johnson 3 is no good because his scoring, he's been impactful, but it's in so many areas, it's not just harping to draw the attention.
One of the things, and Billy Donovan always told us when I was at Florida, he would always ask us in recruiting, he'd always ask us in regards to the team, how can you affect winning without scoring? Ogboy's been a great example of that tonight.
Got it started early. First 2 possessions he had steals.
Exactly.
And that's like you and I were talking about the other night when I gave the example of Derrick Rose in the state championship. No points, 1 shot attempt, but 13 assists.
That's 26 points. 26 to 39 points that he accounts for in that championship game right there.
Martin goes around the screen, kicks it off. And here is Young. Young now to the top to Campbell. Campbell to Johnston. Johnson being worked on by Lanier, who's in. And again, that zone defense. Rowan, left wing 3. Hill of the rim, short. Rebound hit the floor. Rowan is able to recover it. Pump fake, got him in the air, but he still got it blocked. Get it out of here. Terrell Aid, that's just long length right there, Coach.
Just long length. He had 3 guys around him. He may have needed to kick that one out to the corner for that wide open 3. But once again, North Gwinnett, I give them a lot of credit for being scrappy because, once again, they've gotten their hands probably on more offensive rebounds than Coach Hood would like to see in this game.
There's a steal, though, from Lanier on the inbound pass. They've stolen several of those. Lanier goes all the way. Blew the layup. Dixon back up. No good. Rebound tipped by Art. No. Dixon, no. Art got it. Boom, dribble. Foul by Martin. That wasn't a good call. That was all ball. We heard it here. He'll pick up the foul.
But once again, right there, the reason why that ball was tipped, he put the ball on the floor. All big men out there, if you're listening to me, when you got 2 feet in the paint and you're right there by the basket, you just need to power up. That dribble on the floor makes you go from 6'8" to 4'8". Both my daughters can slap the ball out of your hands at that point.
They didn't take your height from you?
One of them did.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that alone, though, because I know my wife's listening.
Missed the free throw, split him, did hard, and then another offensive rebound and another foul. It'll be baseline out of bounds with 1:47 to go. Yeah, don't let me get you in trouble.
It's very interesting for Allatoona playing their first game of the season here after the scrimmage against Cartersville. I think they're doing a very good job of imposing their will on both ends of the floor.
And score again now to take it 45-27, coming up on 95 seconds. Campbell left wing over to Martin. Martin a corner 3, good. So Martin feeling good, his first field goal, and it comes from beyond the arc. 85 seconds to go. Spin it to the corner. Here comes Lanier. He spins back to the middle. There's Sanabria with the hit. Jump shot. 17-point lead. The game has not been inside of double digits. Martin, no good. Rebound comes down to Cooper.
Once again,
a minute to go, third quarter.
Once again, I give North Gwinnett. I mean, both these teams are really playing hard, although it's kind of leveled out here a little bit here in the third quarter. And it's a 17-point lead, but they're doing a great job of passing and making a simple play for scoring opportunities there.
There's Dixon floating and scoring. He just probed his way to his spot and then put it up and floated it in. He's in double figures with 10.
A very quiet 10 points, but he's been so active defensively that his defense has led the offense for him.
Half a minute to go, third quarter. Young spins it across to Martin. Martin now back to Rowan. Cam Rowland, the obvious leader of this ball club. Campbell has been very quiet. Young is in the corner, and another turnover. And, Coach, I don't mean saying it's going to make a big difference, but when Connor McCormick got that third foul, I think that really stunted their growth in this contest.
Changed the momentum completely. They lost their hustle guy, their active guy who was getting hands all over on balls, their glue guy. They haven't been able to find that guy since then.
Dixon the Ard for the layup. Oh, Ryan unkind. Young gets it with 6 seconds, with 5, with 4. Young all the way, floats it up. No, and a foul, a blocking foul call. And it'll be 2 shots coming up for Jordan Young with 2 and 8 seconds to go.
That was a great drive by Young right there. Definitely a block because he was too far underneath the basket. But once again, you know, attacking the basket.
With winter sports in full swing and spring on the way, many young athletes are suffering from pain caused by overuse injuries. The sports medicine team at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta works with young athletes on proper sports mechanics and can analyze their motion to help avoid problems in the future. Visit choa.org/sportsmed to learn more. Free throws are good, no good, and a long 3, and that is the end of the third quarter. The Atlanta Tip-Off Club mic'd up.
But you've got to let it go and go play. Are you in? Okay. Who's in? Sit down.
Yeah, Chris and Zaire.
Who are you in? Is Terrell still in? Okay. Are you in?
Chris is down.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. I just need to know. Who are my guards? Yeah, who else? John, wing, and middle, okay? Did a super job down here on the last few possessions. Oh, we got to make sure we keep doing that. Juke it. We're still not talking to each other on the other end, okay? We're starting to cover up the corner flip. Slow on the drive. Slow on the drive, okay? Starts to come across. Just slow and you'll be there. Shut them down this quarter. Don't give them 40 points. Give them 40 points. Work right here. Let's go. Finish. Good job.
Get some smart possession.
Good job. Good job. Let's go. Hey, good job. Good job.
The Atlanta Tip-Off Club annually recognizes the top high school and college players, coaches, officials, and administrators in Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia. Join the ATLC, nominate players and coaches, or learn more at atltipoffclub.com. We begin the fourth quarter 49-31. Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston, glad that you are with us for the 9th annual Jarrett Cook Classic, our final quarter of 13 games. Coach, I was away. What went on in that huddle?
Coach Hood has challenged his team not to let North Gwinnett score 40. Once again, that's a great coach employee to once again keep you active, which they done as they started the full quarter right there, making Coach Garner having to use another timeout. But he has issued the challenge. They can't score 40.
Can't score 40. That's 9 points. Well, let's see here. Let me do some quick math. 3, 6, 9, 10. They scored 12 in that third quarter, which is their highest scoring quarter so far.
So once again, as a coach right here, when you've issued that challenge, this is where they'll break down the film and look at this quarter to see if they held up to that standard of Buccaneer basketball for Allatoona.
17 put up there for Alatoona. And while we're in a timeout, and it's Allatoona, it's a full timeout, but Allatoona, if you notice and you know about the Buccaneers, when we take a look inside their huddle, they're missing a coach. Well, we want to give a shout out to Coach Gaskins. He got permission to be away. He's in Cancun on his honeymoon. And on his honeymoon, Coach, he's got permission to listen to me and you while he watches his Buccaneers.
Well, first of all, I got to tell Coach Gaskins, you know good and well you're never supposed to get married during basketball season. But I want to say congratulations to you and college coaching. If you go back and look at where a lot of coaches are married, they got married in May and in August. You know why? Because that's when we get 3 weeks each time.
There you go. There you go. So they gave him a pass. So now, have one back for me too, Coach Gaskin. There's a 3-ball out of the corner for North Gwinnett to pull it to within 15. They have not gotten closer than 13 since it jumped out to 21.
If Coach Gaskins was on my staff, he'd have to do a double suicide. Woo! In 58 seconds.
In 58. Oh, well, you being nice. I thought you were going to say in 52. 7:24 to go, 49-34. I hope Coach Gaston didn't spit up whatever he was enjoying when he heard that.
Or better yet, he don't put me on the line the next time I stop by practice.
I know that's right. Ball tip. Chester comes away with it. Coach Gaskins enjoying it. And, hey, we hope Miss Gaskins is enjoying it with you right now. 7:13 to go. Squad is up 15. Rebound is coming off. Allatoona has the lead. Out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Bulldogs.
Once again, Alatoona keeping that activity on both ends of the floor, although they weren't able to score right there. Got about 3 offensive rebounds out of that.
Cooper has it and spins it back to the top to Rowland. A minute gone by, fourth quarter. Allatoona jumped out to a 13-0 lead. Johnson a 3, it's good. Chandler Johnston his second 3-ball of the contest.
Once again, Coach Hood had made that challenge to keep him under 40. Giving up 2 threes in a row right there. Nice pass by Ogboy.
Yes, it was. But you know now, Coach, on the flip side of that, North Gwinnett, listen, this is a vastly improved North Gwinnett ball club from last season. They were 4-21 last year. I've seen them now. This is my second game seeing them of their 3 they've played plus the one on film. This is a much different bunch, and I think they're not going to go out. They got a little bit more pride to them.
I think that is right there a huge testament to Coach Garner for the way that they've come out here in this tournament, not only hosting it, but even more importantly, how hard they've played. I love watching teams that play hard, and you know what? He's going to win a lot more than 4 games this upcoming year.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can believe it. And the future look bright going into next year. The next 18 months here in North Gwinnett for basketball could be fun. McCormick showing the range.
And they got 40.
Dropping the 3, and they did it all with the long ball.
Exactly. 3 threes. Not only do you see the great culture of both of these programs right here, but I think more importantly, you're seeing Coach Garner kind of do what Coach Hood's been doing.
9-point game. There's the timeout. Let's check out our Atlanta Tip-Off Club. Mic'd up. Can't pick it up there. All right, we were unable to pick up the mic'd up segment.
That means that Coach Hood's not very happy right there, and he probably put his hand over the mic.
Yeah, put some tape there on it.
Believe me, I've been there before.
Oh, yeah, I know it, Coach. I already know it.
And I've said a couple things you can't say in Sunday service either.
And that's fine, too. Trust me, I have, too. That's the great part about it. So while we've got a moment in this full timeout, whether you're buying or selling a home, Virtual Properties Realty offers a state-of-the-art Atlanta area home search engine that updates daily. Visit joshmendoza.virtualpropertiesrealty.net to browse our real estate listings or to receive a comparable market analyst for your home free of charge. joshmendoza.virtualpropertiesrealty.net. North Gwinnett now has some booming confidence. They're within 9, the closest it's been since, well, the beginning. 6:06 to go. Allatoona now. One thing you do, you don't relax, because once you do, you might not be able to turn it back on.
Once again, one of the things that North Gwinnett has done in the fourth quarter is they've come out, made the extra pass, kept the game simple, and now with this momentum shift, curious to see how Allatoona is going to handle it.
Good offensive rebound and put back by Toby and a yay.
It's always good to have a couple big men that can put that ball on the floor and then get on that offensive glass.
Rolling a three, no good. Rebound hit the floor, coach, and it's recovered offensive rebound to Johnston. When it hits the floor, man, the offense has a shot at it. Johnston pulls it back out, spins it back over. McCormick caught, wanted to go up, back to Johnson. The big possession here if they can get the second chance opportunities. Over to Sheriffs. Sheriffs now to Cooper, back to Johnson. He's going to step into a long three, badly missed, no. Rebound comes down to Sanabria. Sanabria gives it over to Dixon. 3 minutes gone by here in this fourth quarter. Joel Hilsman, Lewis Preston here with you. Allatoona and North Gwinnett. Allatoona holding an 11-point lead. North Gwinnett trying to make some form of a push. Ard down the baseline off the window and scores.
Once again, Ard's done a very good job of putting that ball on the floor. Oh, that's no excuse.
Give me that!
There.
Get that shot out of here! He sent it off the window. Third block of the night. Good gracious. Long arm of the law.
That will definitely be on Coach Hood's film right there. The block was a great recovery, but they should have never been that far behind in transition D.
Reverse up. Rebound now. Here he comes. Outletting now to Cooper. Cooper's got Sheriff way up ahead, behind in transition again. Back-to-back plays. You called it. Sheriff's with the layup. Good.
Once again, they have not stood up to the challenge.
Alley! No oop. Getting sloppy here. 4 minutes to go. Here comes Rowan into the forecourt. Rowan gonna just go down the lane, put it up with the right hand. He couldn't get it to roll. That might be legs right there. McCormick rebound, put it up and in. Good, Connor McCormick. And all of a sudden, it's down to 9 again, and there's still time, 3:43. And Coach Hood goes to the bench, and he's going to go get that defense back in. And that's something we haven't seen. Their defense hasn't created offense here in this fourth quarter.
And that's because Chuma Arboy's been on the bench. That's why he's at the scorer's table right now.
Side, try to show the range, no. And now the North Gwinnett crowd, the student body who has been very quiet, just yelled air ball.
They kind of look like they had Thanksgiving dinner early.
They did. They did. They have been quiet all game. In the corner now, there's Young. Young spins it back across. And now who knows, now a couple three balls and it could get good. Chester with a deflection there. 53-44, 3:15. Jordan Young a three, no good. Rebound is going to come down and Yeye. Yeye now gives it out. And here comes Cooper. Sorry, Cooper gives it up, and here's Ogboy. Shima Ogboy, the engine that drives this defense. I was going to say Luau Ding, Coach, when I asked you that.
Oh, good one.
Puts it on the floor. Stop. There's a jump. It is badly missed. No good. But when you said Iguodala, because of the youth and the athleticism, I agree with that. Ding Moore was he was situational defender.
Right. But then also with our boy, he got those Iguodala shoulders right there,
yeah.
That length with those arms.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
2:42 to go. Justin Campbell, though, extremely quiet. They may need something more out of him here in the next few minutes. A big possession right here. Coach Garner going to try to rip them into shape here quickly. They get a hoop here, they still have life.
Tell you one thing, I got to give Coach Garner credit here in the second half. He's kept his guys confident. They've continued to play hard. That's a culture right there that can be passed on, not only to the seniors and juniors, but more importantly to your sophomores and freshmen.
For a team, Coach, that has no seniors on the roster.
Great job right there. Great rotation, getting the charge right there.
But see, now, Coach, they've had opportunities to get hoops. Listen, the clock is working against them right now. 2:20 to go, down 9.
Right.
This is a valuable possession right here. They must get points. Johnston jump stop, rushed the shot, air ball, no good. Didn't like the shot selection,
right.
No.
May have rushed that one a little bit right there. For all the good things that they've done, and you talked about it earlier, the clock being another liability for them, kind of rushing some things and getting out of their comfort zone.
Chester crosses the timeline. Young reached in, and there's a foul. Jordan Young picks up his second. And now Allatoona is shooting the rest of the way, so you can't extend the game this way now.
Once again, with a seasoned veteran coach like Coach Hood, the way that he's handled himself in regards to not losing his cool, I think it's very important in regards to that he continues to coach his team like he always does, coaches them hard. That was a great offensive rebound and stick by Adeyeye.
Yay, yay. Yay, yay. A steal. Dixon, swirling dervish, lands on the ball. Young picks it up and takes it away from him. Young goes all the way, puts it up and gets the layup good. Jordan Young, second field goal of the contest.
I'll tell you one thing. North Gwinnett's done a great job of continuing as guys take and turn their backs, taking that opposite defender to come over and get their hands on balls. I got to give these referees credit because the way this game's been getting up and down the floor, that they've stayed up with them throughout the course of this game.
Ogboy catches it. Now Ogboy gonna go all the way, put it up and rolls in good. Ogboy has put together a fine, fabulous night, and it does not look like a season opener.
Well, once again, sometimes seniors got to be seniors, and he's been a senior for them tonight.
Shot up by Rowan, no good. Rebound comes down. That's Sunbria. Up ahead, Sunbria to Ogboy. Ogboy slips and falls and is down. Man, he has played his heart out tonight. And we know, as you mentioned, you don't play defense for Coach Hood, then you're going to sit down, and we know that he's been known to have some defensive stalwarts come through his program.
Well, I think one of the most important things here as both these coaches go back and look at this game and build and get better off of this, two things that really stick out to me is Coach Hood will go back and tell his group, first game of the year, there were some things that we did well, there's some mistakes that we need to clean up, and believe me, he'll be focused much more on the mistakes. But for Coach Garner right here, taking a team that was 4-21 last year and instilling that culture and understanding the rewards of playing hard, you might not get the win here, but this is going to pay dividends for them later on throughout the season, especially when not only other non-conference games, but in region play.
Exactly, yep. Final minute, it is an 11-point game, but North Gwinnett at all did not quit in this contest, and they're still getting a steal. There's Cooper. Cooper gets it off the Young steal. Block. Oh, boy, man. Coach. I am just loving the defense. And you know, it's you know how we always say someone offensively makes it look easy? He makes it look easy defensively, yet he's breathing so hard. Right. So therefore, you know he's working hard.
If you don't play hard for Coach Hood, you're gonna be a cheerleader. Right there on the bench.
Coach Hood over there in the freshly Under Armour threads over there. Interesting work type tops that they wearing in the coaching staff, and you know they're supposed to go with black pants, and they got one of the coaches over there in khakis, and he said he didn't get the memo. So I guess that's a little bit of coaching stuff y'all do.
It's okay. He just got to buy the coach's meal. That's all. Or a double suicide in 58.
Just the free throw is good. In and out, no good. Half minute now. It's been a fine event here in the 9th annual Jared Cook Classic. Rowan, a deep, long three, hill of the rim. It is no good. Dixon skies for the board. He has played very well, too.
Once again, another one whose defense led to easy offense for him throughout the course of the game. Good way to start the season for Allatoona. Probably not the way that Coach Hood wanted the second half to go, but he's got some great coachable moments for Coach Garner right here. A great way for him to show and instill in his young team about hard play is going to lead to success later on.
I would have to agree with you. 58-46. It's a wire-to-wire victory for the Allatoona Buccaneers. And, Coach, you were here for a lot of the Classic yesterday and today, and we were able to talk over the first weekend of basketball that you've seen before we get into the big stuff. Just sum up what you've seen not only here at North Gwinnett, but overall here on SUV TV.
One of the things I want to let all the people know out in the metro Atlanta area something that I've seen over the course of the last 2 to 3 years. I think the coaching has really stepped up, and all levels and all regions, all classifications. And I think it's also really important overall as we start to look at this as Allatoona continues to build, as well as North Gwinnett and the other teams throughout Metro Atlanta. I'm really excited, not only as a basketball coach, but more importantly as a basketball fan, to see it continue to go along those lines of getting better and better.
I've actually enjoyed it myself, and SUV TV, we are the home of high school basketball, not only in Georgia, but nationally. And it's going to be fun this weekend. Of course, we've got Hoops Giving coming up here. But I still want to take the time to thank everyone here at North Gwinnett, the Jared Cook Classic. Listen, it is always a pleasure to come here. My fourth year here in a row. Hospitality room is always great. Scorekeepers are great. Everybody has been absolutely great. And let's see, are we going to get Coach Hood? I think we are going to get Coach Hood. Let's see. And we do have Coach Hood with us. And Coach Preston, I'll let you go coach to coach.
Coach Hood, I know, got out to that fast start, get that 13-0 lead, and pretty kept that throughout the game. Your first game of the year, what were some things you saw that you did well? What are some things you know you need to work on?
Well, obviously we're not in shape right now. You know, we've been doing so much teaching and practice that our legs really aren't there. And that'll come. I'm not worried about that. Early season basketball is typically ugly, and it's typically transition basketball. We didn't play very well in transition, even though we got to an early start. We kind of threw a little trap on them early. I didn't think they'd be ready for that, and it gave us the cushion that we needed for the game.
Good.
Coach, Seaman Oakboy, I had him for 7 steals. Now, I don't know what you guys had him for, but 8.
Well, my wallet's missing right now, so he may have 8.
We talked about thievery. Talk about what he brings to your team, because first 3 possessions, he had steals and turning defense and offense.
You know, he's got such innate ability to anticipate, get in passing lanes. He's so smart away from the ball. He's crafty. He's a great young man on top of that. He's a better kid than basketball player, but he is one of our catalysts this year that I really believe is going to really lead our team.
And Devin Dixon, talk about his play tonight. He quietly had 10 points, but defensively was up in everybody's stuff.
Yeah, he's got to get better on the ball. You know, we gave up way too much straight line drives tonight. You know, we got to lock down the waist, do a better job of containing the dribble better. We overhelped some, which gave up some threes that we'll work on. We'll get there. But, Devin's an excellent three-point shooter. He never really got going tonight because we didn't really need him to. We took some ill-advised shots late. It kind of kept things close. They knocked down some threes to close the gap. And so, I feel like our guys played smart enough to win down the road right there.
I got one question for you. How in the world does Coach get married on the first weekend of basketball and hanging out in Cancun and everything? I'm going to say congratulations to him, but I'm going to tip my hat to you, Coach, because personally he'd be on the line right now running a double suicide in 58 seconds.
Yeah, it's his 20th anniversary. We're excited to celebrate that with him. I understand, listen, we don't get back 3 things in this life. That's opportunity, that's time, and our words, and we've got to spend time with family as well. There's got to be a balance. Obviously, Coach Gaskins puts a lot in our program. We did a little honorary thing. We put a towel in his chair, and nobody sat in his chair because we don't want him to yell at anybody when he gets back.
Good. Well, Coach, once again, congratulations to you. Continued success. I'll definitely be in the gym to watch you practice and play more, and looking forward to watching more great Buccaneer basketball.
Awesome. Thank you guys for covering us. SUTV does a fabulous job of covering high school sports, high school basketball. Joe, you were there. Joel, you were there whenever we first started audio broadcast back when we opened up the school, and it's an honor to have you guys on our game, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up with your mic over there on the sideline.
No, you were good. You were good.
You were really good.
You were good. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Coach Marcus Hood of Allatoona joining us. Lewis, a pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure.
Joel, the pleasure was all mine. I want to thank SUV TV. Want to thank Marcus Burnett. Want to thank the Jared Cook Classic for my first opportunity to sit in and commentate. More importantly, having the opportunity to be a part of something that is very special, especially since having a very close family friend of our family the Scateros, Kimberly Scatero, who just finished up her last round of chemo earlier today. So our thoughts and prayers go out to them and to all the people that are part of this Jared Cook Classic.
Outstanding. And of course, it is a wonderful event, and Carl and Yolanda Cook were here as well, and of course all the auctions and donations that went off. So we'll wrap it up. Once again, Allatoona takes care of the victory, 58-46. They improved to 1-0 on the season. North Gwinnett, a great host as well. They fall to 1-2, but of course.